Sometimes I doubt Alec Baldwin's commitment to Goldust motion.
You won't dominate us, and you won't destroy her!
Thomas the fucking Tank Engine. This movie is so magical I had to gouge out my fucking eyes. I watched this movie in a theater for its 20th anniversary and by God, seeing the title sparkle on the big screen was one of the best things ever, both ironically and unironically. My face hurts because I could not stop smiling and laughing and even cringing a little. Watching this movie on the big screen was so magical. What an experience. In the wise words of Doug Walker, fuck yeah. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. My childhood attachment to this is too strong for me to dislike this. The Thomas stuff in this movie is fantastic, and everything that made me fall in love with the show when I was a kid. It's just those damn human characters who take up way too much screen time away from the character the movie is literally named after. This film was like crack to baby me. Literally could never stop watching it. Rewatched it recently purely for nostalgia, and it's really not that good, but I'm still gonna give it 5 stars because of how many good memories I have watching the movie. Pymation was making fun of Alec Baldwin and Thomas. It makes sense. Was a huge movie in my childhood. Don't watch now, it's cringe, but as a child it was the greatest movie of all time. Me and this movie have a turbulent relationship. On one hand, the plot is as stupid as a bag of rocks and only happens for the director's cut anyway, because the main villain PT Boomer couldn't get some PT bitches. On the other hand though, when it focuses on the stuff people wanted to see, Thomas and his friends, it's done damn near perfectly, and it should have been the focus of the film. Even though I like it, I admit it has its flaws, and it did start the downward spiral of the franchise into kiddie shit. I don't know what the fuck Brit was on, maybe Goldust, but at least the characters were consistent and it looked great. All in all, it doesn't feel right for me to either loathe this movie or love it with all my heart either. I long for someone to care for me the way the old fella in this cares for his trains. Guy couldn't care less that his granddaughter went missing, but his heart broke and his train lost their face. Young me clearly decided to forget how bad this was. The world would be a better place if Alec Baldwin was small. Hey man, say what you want about this, but me and my friends took a few edibles for his birthday and sat back to watch this cinematic masterpiece. And let me tell you, this was a trip. From Alec Baldwin giving his all in his performance, to Peter Fonda hardcore phoning it in, all the way to Dieselton being a psychopathic murderer and talking to his own arm. I loved it when I was a kid, and even now. Even though admittedly it's wacky as shit, I still really enjoy it. This movie fucking runs on nightmare logic, and its story advances in ways no human could understand. Peter Fonda acts like he was acting in a drama, and the script feels like it was written in 35 minutes filled with caffeine and the hope no one would notice how bad it was. Dieselton might be the least terrifying thing about this universe. Doug Lennox, you can't just cut me out of the movie like that. I'm central to the story. Editors, okay boomer. Don't be a Diesel. Okay, it has been years since I've watched it, and it's surprisingly so good. I swear, let me explain. First off, Thomas the Tank Engine is a fucking egotistical dick. Who's gonna tell him that Percy basically solved the mystery about the magic railroad, but Thomas took all of the credit? Yawn. Other than Thomas, this smacks. The story, the conductor dudes, the scenery, Pinchy, and nostalgia all flow so well together. While the human characters kind of have shitty acting, the voice acting in the train gang is so fun. I wasn't expecting to love Junior so much. All the love for my fashion stoner characters. So yeah, if you want a blast from the past, aka the 2000s Lamau, give this a watch with your friends and family. Shoveling scary ass motherfucker. I'm sure after listening to all of those Letterboxd reviews, you're all curious about my opinions on this strange ass movie. It's kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. Yes, I am aware the story is laughably horrible. Yes, I am aware some of the voice acting is really stilted. Yes, I am aware the story with the conductors and the humans is so nonsensical and dramatic. At the same time though, I can't help but love it in its absurdity, and I can't help but love trying to make sense of this entire movie. It is great, it is hilarious, it is a trip, and I love watching it when I don't want to think about anything. So, that's my opinion on this movie. I don't know if I'm gonna go deeper in depth with it. All I can say is, shoutouts to Pinchy, and watch my fan cam I made of him. Bye y'all.